The drama surrounding Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber just refuses to die, and the latest chapter has everyone glued to their screens. If you thought their story ended when they each found new love and moved on, think again, because what just happened on social media has reignited one of the most talked about celebrity feuds of this generation. Before we dive into the chaos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you won't want to miss what happens next in this ongoing saga. Rare Beauty, the wildly successful cosmetics brand founded by Selena Gomez, just found itself in the middle of a firestorm that nobody saw coming. The brand's official Instagram account liked and commented on a video that appeared to mock Justin Bieber, and the internet absolutely exploded. The video itself showed someone holding up a Rare Beauty gloss right in front of Justin as he was leaving a basketball game, with text overlaid that read something along the lines of making Justin Bieber upset with the Rare Beauty product. What really set things off was when Rare Beauty's verified account dropped heart-eyed emojis in the comment section, essentially showing approval or amusement at the entire situation. Within hours, screenshots of that interaction were spreading like wildfire across every social media platform imaginable. The backlash was swift and brutal, particularly from Justin Bieber's devoted fanbase who wasted no time in attacking Selena and her brand. The comments came flooding in from every direction, with fans accusing Selena of being unable to move on from her past relationship. They questioned why she would engage with content that seemed designed to provoke or antagonize her ex, especially considering that both of them are now married to other people and supposedly living completely separate lives. The criticism grew even harsher when people started pointing out that Selena had just recently gotten married to music producer Benny Blanco. Fans of Justin were asking why someone who just entered into a new marriage would be interested in content that involved her ex-boyfriend in any capacity, let alone something that appeared to be making fun of him. The accusations of obsession started flying, with many suggesting that Selena still harbors feelings, or at the very least an unhealthy fixation on Justin despite the years that have passed since their tumultuous relationship ended. Some went as far as to claim that Selena's recent music wasn't performing well and that she was using Justin's name for attention and publicity, a charge that her supporters vehemently denied. The situation gets even more complicated when you consider the broader context of what's been happening between these three individuals. Selena and Justin dated on and off for years in what became one of the most scrutinized celebrity relationships in recent memory. Their breakups and reconciliations were played out in the public eye, with fans dissecting every Instagram post, every song lyric, and every public appearance for clues about the status of their relationship. When Justin eventually married Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, it seemed like the final chapter in the Selena and Justin story had been written. But as we're learning once again, nothing involving these three ever truly goes away. Hailey herself has been accused multiple times over the years of subtly shading Selena through various social media posts and comments. The tension between Hailey and Selena has been a source of endless speculation and discussion among fans and gossip followers. Just recently, reports emerged that Hailey may have thrown shade at Rare Beauty during an interview, though the exact nature of those comments remains somewhat unclear and open to interpretation. What is becoming increasingly clear, however, is that the animosity and awkwardness between these individuals shows no signs of fading away despite the passage of time, and the fact that everyone involved has supposedly moved on to new relationships. Things took an even more interesting turn when new reports started circulating about Justin's alleged role in all of this drama. According to sources speaking to various media outlets, Justin isn't exactly discouraging Hailey from engaging in behavior that might be seen as antagonistic towards Selena. In fact, these sources claim that Justin actually appreciates when Hailey drops hints or makes comments that could be interpreted as digs at his ex-girlfriend. The reasoning given is that Justin supposedly sees this behavior as evidence of Hailey's loyalty and commitment to him. He allegedly trusts her to speak her mind and stand up for their relationship, even if that means occasionally stirring up controversy or drama that pulls them all back into the spotlight. If these reports are accurate, it paints a picture of Justin as someone who is actively supporting, or at least not discouraging, the ongoing tension between his wife and his ex-girlfriend. The sources suggest that Justin is fully committed to backing Hailey in whatever she does or says, regardless of how messy the situation becomes or how much criticism comes their way. This would represent a significant revelation because it would mean that Justin isn't the neutral party that some might have assumed he would be in all of this. Instead, he would be someone who is quietly encouraging the drama to continue, either consciously or unconsciously. On the flip side of this equation, reports indicate that Selena and her new husband Benny Blanco are growing increasingly frustrated with the entire situation. Sources close to the couple claim they are tired of what they perceive as ongoing attempts by Justin to stay relevant in Selena's narrative or to keep the drama alive through Hailey's actions. The suggestion is that Selena has genuinely moved on with her life and is happy in her new marriage, but she keeps getting pulled back into discussions about her past relationship because of actions taken by Justin and Hailey. This must be incredibly frustrating for someone who is trying to build a new life and focus on her own happiness and success. The Rare Beauty incident is just the latest example of how difficult it is for these individuals to escape the shadow of their past relationships. Even something as simple as a beauty brand's social media account liking a video can become a major news story and spark thousands of conversations online. The fact that this keeps happening suggests that there are still unresolved feelings or tensions lurking beneath the surface, despite everyone's best efforts to project an image of having moved on completely. What makes this situation particularly fascinating is how it reflects the broader challenges of navigating relationships and breakups in the age of social media. For regular people, it's difficult enough to move on from a past relationship when you might occasionally run into your ex or hear about them through mutual friends. Imagine trying to do that when millions of people are watching your every move, analyzing your every post, and constantly comparing you to your ex's new partner. The pressure must be absolutely enormous, and it's perhaps not surprising that even years later, there are still moments where the old wounds seem to resurface. The fan reactions to all of this have been predictably divided along loyalty lines. Justin's fans are defending him and attacking Selena, claiming she needs to let go of the past and focus on her new marriage. Selena's fans are defending her and pointing out that it was just her brand's social media account that interacted with the video, not necessarily Selena herself making a personal statement. They also point out the numerous times that Hailey has seemingly shaded Selena over the years, asking why that behavior gets a pass, while Selena gets crucified for something far more indirect and ambiguous. The truth, as is often the case in these situations, probably lies somewhere in the middle of all these competing narratives. It's entirely possible that Rare Beauty's social media team made a decision without Selena's direct involvement, simply responding to a video that featured their product without thinking through all the implications. It's also possible that there is still some lingering bitterness or unresolved feelings on multiple sides, and that these occasionally bubble up to the surface in ways that might not even be fully conscious or intentional. What seems clear is that the story of Selena, Justin, and Hailey is far from over, at least as far as public interest is concerned. The incident also raises interesting questions about brand management and social media responsibility. Should Rare Beauty's team have been more careful about what content they interact with, knowing the intense scrutiny that anything involving Selena and Justin receives? Should brands completely avoid any content that might be seen as controversial or antagonistic, even if it features their products? These are the kinds of questions that companies increasingly have to grapple with in an age where every like, comment, and emoji can be screenshot, shared, and debated endlessly. As this latest chapter in the saga continues to unfold, one thing is certain. People cannot get enough of this story, and every new development is going to be analyzed, discussed, and argued over by millions of people across the internet. Whether that's healthy or not is a separate question, but it's the reality of modern celebrity culture. These three individuals are going to have to figure out how to navigate their complicated shared history while living under constant public scrutiny, and based on what we've seen so far, that's not going to be easy. The coming weeks will likely bring more reactions, more statements, and possibly more drama as everyone involved responds to the latest controversy. Will Rare Beauty issue a statement or clarification? Will Justin or Hailey address the reports about his alleged encouragement of the tension? Will Selena speak out directly about any of this? These are all questions that fans are desperately waiting to have answered, and you can bet that whatever happens next will generate just as much discussion as what's already occurred. If you've made it this far, you clearly understand why this story matters and why it continues to captivate so many people. The dynamics between these three individuals offer a window into the complicated nature of modern relationships, social media, and celebrity culture. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest drama and want to stay updated on everything that happens next in this ongoing saga, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll be here to break down every new development, every reaction, and every twist in this story that just refuses to end.